ఏం రా భయ్ అడిగినా ఇంటర్వ్యూలో Sir, good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir. How are you?
Fine, sir.
Yeah, this is second one.
Yeah, sir.
Wow, very good. Congratulations. So, second one you are completed first, and first one completing second. It's great. Yeah. How many are there, sir? Participants
Actually, 400, more than 400
registered.
participants are accepted to listen like everything.
Okay,
Um,
but I think
Generally, 60 to
no one
80
has
members
joined.
they
Huh?
will join.
Yeah, only you and me, and maybe somebody is there. Okay. Uh, we'll wait some time, sir. Then
Yeah, sir.
maybe we'll wait. Maybe like 10 minutes, sir.
Yes.
Okay.
Sir, now you can share your PPT, sir.
Okay.
Residual ion gases allowed to escape from the particle. This process avoids irregularly shaped particles and gases that are typically.
Did you receive my mail?
Yeah, received, sir.
Typically range from 0
Okay.
they are
Okay.
Sir, shall we start, sir?
Yeah. Okay.
So, good afternoon to everyone. I welcome you all for the 2-week online faculty developed program on renewable energy interventions in industry, commercial, and domestic application. So, today we have with us Dr. Narsimhulu Sankhe, sir. So, sir is a professor and a director, Center for Energy
Yeah,
Technology, Department of Mechanical Engineering from Osmania University, Hyderabad. So, sir is going to deliver a talk on biomass energy. So, before handovering the session to sir, I would like to introduce him. So, sir did Bachelor of Engineering and a Master of Engineering from Osmania University. So, Master of Engineering on Turbo Machinery specialization and PDIT ESCI CMC Hyderabad in July 2000, Computers Information Technology. After that, sir did the PhD on biomass energy for power generation in the year 2014 from the same Osmania University. Also did a certificate course on COVID-19 contact tracking tracing from Johns Hopkins University, USA. Sir is joined as assistant professor in Osmania University. Worked as assistant professor from 2001 to 2014, and then promoted to associate professor, and 2014 to 2017 as associate professor, and from 2017 to till date, sir is working as a professor in the Osmania University. Sir published reputed journals and conferences more than 45. So peer reviewed in international conferences, Spain, ICREPQ since 2009 onwards. A number of ME dissertations guided 65, PhD guiding 8, ongoing, and expert lectures delivered in India and overseas 20, workshops attended national and international level 37, conferences, workshops, and seminars organized 23. Sir has given 40 hours online course training on Internet of Things, the future skill technologies during July-August 2020. Sir is having the many professional bodies memberships, life member ISTE, life member Solar Energy Society of India, life member Indian Society for Heat and Mass Transfer, life member National Society of Fluid Mechanics and Fluid Power, life member Indian Society of Theoretical and Applied Mechanics, life member Osmania Grade Association, member Society of Automotive Engineers, member Renewable Energy and Power Quality Spain, member World Academy of Science, Engineering and Technology USA. Sir also visited many countries on academic assignments, visited the Greece, Spain, China, USA and Canada. Also, sir is having the awards and honors. Sir recognized as a top 100 scientist in the year 2009, International Biographical Center, Cambridge, England. In the year 2000, Outstanding Scientist 2008 and 2009, International Biographical Center, Cambridge, England. Received Best Paper Award, Computational Analysis of Advanced Biomass Downdraft Gasifier at the second IASTED International Conference on Power and Energy Systems and Applications in the year 2012, Las Vegas, USA. So, sir interest is biomass, new and renewable energy sources, heat transfer, applied thermodynamics, thermal engineering, turbo machinery, computer programming in C, C++, Internet of Things. So, with this, I request Professor Narasimhula Sankya sir. So, please deliver the today's lecture.
Thank you, sir, for wonderful introduction. Yeah. So, shall I start, sir?
Yeah, start, sir.
Right. So, before that, right, anyway, good afternoon to one and all, especially to all the participants. I hope you people are enjoying by attending all the lectures from 15th onwards. I hope you are going to gain something from this particular FDP. And I'll request I'll even advise all the participants, whatever you learned in this particular 2 weeks faculty development program, and try to educate based on the knowledge, whatever you acquired when go back to your parental institutions. So you can share your ideas and the knowledge, whatever you are gained in this particular FDP. And also I am thanking especially to the Rajiv Gandhi Memorial College of Engineering and Technology management to taking the initiation for organizing this online 2-week faculty development program on renewable energy intervention in industry, commercial and domestic application. So they made this into 2 phases. So because of the pandemic, they were started after postponing, then they started the phase 2, and this is the phase 1. And I'm really congratulating the whole management, and especially Dr. Siddha Reddy, who's the instrumental or bringing all the resource peoples and making into one platform and to interact with all the participants. So thank you. And now, so we'll be going to our lecture. Yeah. This like the biomass energy for the power generation, because I have done my doctoral work on biomass energy for power generation, and you have a small setup in my laboratory here in the Center for Energy Technology. I think hopefully you can see here a few of the things, photographs of my center. Yeah. So before it, just I would like to ask a few things you guys to respond. Okay. So I think everyone having a mobile phone or maybe a laptop or desktop, whatever it may be there, and just you type where is the chat box. Sir, can I have chat box here? chat box. Yeah, right. So please, all of you, you can just type this www.menti.com. Menti.com. This is the one. Okay, menti.com. And I'm giving the ID. It will ask you. You can enter that ID number I'm giving. 63 70276. Yeah, so I'm going to share even that. Where is my? Yeah, this I want it, no? You can browse it. This is my browser, yes. So yeah, so I think you can see I've shared even. Somebody is entered as a fuel and other one is entered source of energy. Yeah, please few more responses. Yeah, very good. What comes in your mind when you think of biomass? So I think you can see even the responses over here. A few responses. So I'm really appreciate your things. Yeah. Yeah. Then I'm going back and yeah, and the second one, there are total 6 questions. Right. Yeah. Can you, I think, able to see from where do we get a biomass? The ID number is 3853347.
53347.
Yes, correct. I will repeat again. I will repeat again. 3853347.
Plants and animals.
Yes. Somebody has entered plants and animals. Very good. Very good. Sewage waste. Make it fast. Yeah, there are 45 participants, including me. Please enter quickly. Okay. Then we'll go instead of waiting a time. You can enter with the same ID, it will be there. Yes, sorry. The next question. Where biomass is available in India? So you can see on the top ID number. So you have to again retype, like you can go back menti.com, then enter this code number 8259791. Yeah, I'm highlighting this now. 8259791. So the options is given here. You can take anything you want to enter.
Mines.
Can enter anyone. Yes. Oh, very good responses. Good going. Going. Okay. Then I'll go to a fourth question. Yeah, all these things is going to get clear when we will go for into the presentations. Just keep all these things in your mind. Whoever is responded, thank you. And the next question. Yes. Biomass energy, is it a new technology? So there are options, completely new technology, it is very old technology and new to this biomass energy. And the top side you can see ID code 8041138. This I'm highlighting with mouse here, a blue color shade. Okay, yeah. So just use same again www.menti.com and enter 8041138. So 2 responses come right now. 3. One person responded, completely new technology. Okay. Two more. The competition level is started increasing. Okay, fine. Thank you. Then I'll move to another one. But those who want, you can give the response that will be recorded. Yes. Yeah. Next again, menti.com, and you can use code number is 7066042. Is it biomass resources or limited? So do respond for it again.
Wait.
No, it's not limited. 5 people. One person said yes, it's limited. Oh, 3. Very good. Very good. I'm new to this topic. Okay, fine. No problem. So
Limited.
once this lecture is complete, you will be aware of it. Very good responses. Very good. So I am going to the next question. Wow. Very good. Very good. Yeah, the last question. Yeah. So is biomass available in mines? Yes, no, I'm not sure. And the code is over here, 62 31 42 7. You can see on the top over my mouse.
Mines. Biomass. Biomass is basically animal and plant split. I'm not sure.
Very good competition. No one says no. Yes, I'm not sure. No one picked it as of now. Third option also. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, thank you. All these things are going to get clear once we will enter into the lecture. Right. So here I am stopping this. Then, yeah. So anybody wants to be interacts with me with this Mentimeter? Only one person. Yeah. Just quickly, you can ask one question. Yeah. Otherwise, I will tell now. So this Mentimeter, I think you can use. Yeah, you can use for for like a exam at immediate level. The moment you are taking the lecture in your lecture hall, right, by interacting, okay, when you are using your board and chalk, or don't know about the online or anything, okay, so surprisingly you can give a question, and so that they will be entering with the ID whatever answers they require it. So that will be displayed then and there itself in the classroom itself. So all the guys can able to see. So there you can have a good debate. Okay, it's a good debate also. So you can use even this tool. Okay, it's very easy. There is no hard and fast rule here like that. You need like a, don't think that like that I need to have a programming knowledge in order to use the tool. No, absolutely it is not required. So straight away, okay, only I think mostly all the students have the mobile phones in the classrooms. If you are permitting in the classrooms, then so surprisingly you can conduct the test. Okay, mentimeter.com, the website. You can go and register yourself, and then you can make the whatever exercises you want. Up to certain limit it is free. Okay, if you need the full fledged, then you have to take, yeah, purchase it. Okay, so fine. Yeah, so now I'm sharing my presentation. Yes. Yeah, please, I'm hearing a voice from a participant, so please, you can mute. So I'm requesting all the participants, please mute yourself so that others is not going to get your voice. So thank you for the response. Yeah. Okay. So biomass energy for power generation, and thank you most of you guys who have responded in the Mentimeter, the few questions whatever I asked. Okay. Yeah. So this is the outline of the things what we are going to discuss. Okay. Right. So biomass, then components, transformation technologies, reactor, gasification, biomass resources, biomass potential in India, then a summary. We'll be discussing in this the next about an hour. Yeah. So is it very clear, sir, my voice? Dr. Siddhareddy, sir?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Yeah. So what is biomass? Even if in a part it is not known about even biomass body, it is going to clear after the few minutes. Okay. So I am focusing mainly to one particular set of the biomass, but at the overall, I am going to give what are the different type of biomasses which are available. That also I am going to share to you. Okay. Yes. So I think you can able to see here some plant, a small plant. It is started the budding, and it is grow, keep on grow. So here normally what we will do, we will plant a seed over there, then it is coming like this. So keep on move, okay, based on the fertility of the ground. So it is more. So here what happened, this you will calling as the leaves, and this is the stem, and here it is, you call it as root, okay. And this greenery because of the photosynthesis. What's the pointer? Just I'm taking a laser pointer. So this is called the stem. These are the leaves. So I think we know photosynthesis. Because of this, it is going to happen it and acquiring from the sun energy, sunlight. Okay, then it is going to start. And here the roots, so it will go depending on the soil content and the direction depending on the plant. Okay. So here you can see some of the components of the plant, like a leaf, and here all these red like a fruit, and then you can able to see a flower, a stem, okay, then a root. So this is called the main root, and again for the main root some more roots are going other side, you call it as the subroots and subroots like that. Okay, these are the things we have to keep in our mind. Yeah, then so over a period of time this plant is going to become like a big tree, and it is survive for years together, and it is going to give is the food for the needy people, okay, depending on the type of the tree, okay, depending on type of the tree. Yes, then here we can see this is a grass, okay, we will call it as harvested grass. Normally what we will do, even during your paddy or some other time, if we are know the agriculture, if especially suppose you are going for the cultivation of the rice in the field, so you will be taking grains, you will be separating, and the rest of the stem, straw, whatever it is there, the rice straw, you are going to preserve it for later use sometimes. It depends on. Okay, and this is a river. So under the river, so we can see a kind of plant, water plants. You can able to see this actual name. We will call it as algae. We will call it as algae. So this you can see kind of the furniture waste or maybe a wood waste. Sometimes we will see people are going to break many of the trees, like maybe even a dead tree. So they are going to take out by using maybe hacksaw or kind of axe they are going to use, or maybe they can have a saw also to cut that dead tree. The dead tree is because of why it is happened. It could have some kind of a virus, so that might be spreaded in it. Okay, through maybe the roots, and it will go maybe inside the stem. Okay, then after some time it is going to lose its life. Okay, and these are the things you can see. Some of the small curtains over here. Normally, when you purchase a kind of the machinery, it will comes in mostly it will comes in the wooden boxes. So you will be take that machinery and will be installing it, and after that the wooden box, so you just, because it's not in a artistic matter, it will be placed, right? So what we will do, we will break that and just we will throw it. So you will call it as even residues. That is treated as waste. So we cannot use that for any other purpose. Yes. Okay. So what is now biomass? A specific, more especially an organic matter that has been derived from plants as a result of the photosynthesis conversion process. So this is the biomass. Yeah. So the word biomass is also used to denote the products derived from living organisms is like wood from trees, this one, okay. Then harvested grass and plant parts. So because all these leaves after some time in a year, it is going to litter. That's it. So you can't use for any other purpose. It will go. You will make into the garbage. Okay. Even these fruits also. Okay. Then residues such as the stems and leaves. So this plant will having only a shorter life. Maybe kind of virus it will be attacked, then it is not going to work out, so we will be taken out, then again it will be used. For example, let us say you will go for a vegetable crop, example a tomatoes, okay, or maybe a mirchi, okay. What you will do once the tomato crop gets over, so you need to pluck out and you will be throw it away, then again you are going to new cultivation for tomatoes. So you will be taking the seeds and then again you are restarting. So it is like, but it is the same tomato plant is not going to survive for 20 to 30 years. Okay, the life is in the shorter, but the waste thing just we are going to dump it up. Okay, then aquatic plants also. This aquatic plants also, right, over a period of time, it is going to form in the water, so that you can how fast and how quickly you are going to clean is okay. But since it having is the minerals and all these kind of the contents in the water, so depending on the surface where we are storing, okay, without any kind of external chemicals, so it is going to form. So that also we can take it up as a biomass. So all these things, whatever you are able to see, that can be taken as biomass resource. Yeah. So why biomass? So biomass is a renewable energy source, and the energy generated through natural process. It is more evenly distributed over the Earth's surface than fossil fuel energy sources. It provides the opportunity to be more energy self-sufficient and help in reducing global warming. Okay. It helps the farmers and foresters better manage waste materials and provide rural job opportunity. Biomass can be used continuously as opposed to solar and wind, which are intermittent. Okay. Yeah. So here it is a renewable. Why we are using a renewable word? Renewable means renew. Renew. Okay, that you can keep in your mind. Renew every time. For example, if you take sun, you are telling the sun as a renewable energy, wind as a renewable energy, right? So why we are calling sun as a renewable energy? Because the sun starts at the rising starts at by 6 o'clock roughly. I'm telling the time plus or minus, and the sunset occurs, let us say 6 o'clock. Fine. Again, so evening 6 to again next day morning 6, we will be in the dark. Okay, we know the physics, what things is going to get happen. So the next day again at the 6 o'clock, the sun is going to start rising, and then it's keep on moves towards west. Okay, it is a continuous process. That is the reason you are calling as the solar energy is a renewable energy. Similarly, wind also. Wind will be there 24/7. Wind will be there 24/7, irrespective of whether it is a daytime or it is the night time. The only thing is the density of the wind will be different. So nighttime you will be getting the higher density than daytime. if you see sometimes like peak summer, if the temperature goes around let us say 45 degrees centigrade, and sometimes we will feel wonder, no trees, the leaves are not going to float. Okay, it's not going to litter. Just even you can try to even observe these kind of things during the mid summer near to your house, whatever plant you have, you can able to see for a particular time it may not going to, because the density of the air, the mass of the air density may not be sufficient. So since the kinetic energy which is involved in the wind energy, it may not be sufficient to flatter the leaves. Okay, that's the reason we will see, okay, you will feel the discomfort. But whereas in the night time, yes, so the temperature will not be there, so that much. Then slowly what happened, it is going to improve is the density. Already we know that the temperature versus the density thing, how it is going to happen. But whereas this biomass or the wood, why I'm using as a renewable energy. For example, don't do that. Don't cut any particular trees. Okay, do not go for any strongly disagree for the deforestation. We have to go for the plantations and more and more and more. Later I'll tell you why even that. Suppose sometime when you cut the branch, suppose that branch, the big tree is there near to your house, and the branches are going in everywhere. Some branch is coming to on your building, or maybe on your rooftop or in other places. So what you will be there, you are going to trim. You are going to trim that branch, right? But after some time, we can see that whatever you cut of particular branch, it slowly it is going to start growing. Okay, initially slowly we can see little greenery and small leaves, like the way baby plants is going to grow. Similar way it will be start over a period of time, again it is going to start. How it is possible? So what is required apart of the sun energy to grow? Carbon dioxide. Okay, but what the tree is going to give? Oxygen to us. So it is going to absorb the carbon dioxide in order to grow. Okay, that's the reason I'm telling. Even the cap, again, it is going to regrow. But the fossil fuels is not like that. Suppose every day you are using the petrol, right, or diesel, and kerosene, okay, wax and other things. What is the main uh, uh, a resource for it? Crude oil. But okay, how long that crude oil is going to available in the ground? So you are digging and digging and digging and keep on goes. So right, so after some time you cannot find that crude oil. It is just like everyone is get experienced during even the summer time. So initially assuming that in thousands of houses in one particular community, there only one borewell is there to supply for entire colony, or or maybe 1,000 families. So let's say that is going to be. But the next day again the nearby person digged another bore, again the next person, like assuming that there are nearly 100 borewells. Then what's happening during the summer time? So you cannot get that much water, or sometimes it is going to dry, because you are extracted complete resources, and that resources is going for equally in all the places. It is very difficult, right? Similar way, when you are digging to take the petroleum product, by the product, the resource product is nothing but the crude oil. So you are going for kilometers away, inside the miles away into the ground depth, and you are digging. But after some time, it may not be. Similarly, a coal. If you take the coal digging, right, you have the mines. You are digging the coal. Okay, but can we say that the coal is going to available for lifelong? No, we can't say it. Okay, we do not know and when it is going to exhaust. Okay, So in order to that, because mostly your thermal power plants which are going to run with only coal, okay, for the steam generation, they are going to use the coal to as an external combustion. Then the boiler is going to generate the steam, and the steam is sending into the turbine, and where a generator is coupled. Fine. So you are happily getting the electricity to your houses, and you are surviving. So you have even idle plant, but it is not the continuous. Okay, the it may not going to meet our demand. So that is the reason. Even as on today, we are depending on thermal power plant. Suppose and happily you have the AC and all, everything is fine and comfortably you are living. And suddenly the government, let us say, is announced that tomorrow onwards there is no coal is available. So we are shutting off all thermal power plants. Then how you are going to survive? So till today you are enjoying the electricity, okay, mostly from thermal power plant. Then how? That's the reason we are looking back for what is the alternate method to generate the power. Then you got the solar energy, you got the wind energy, you got the biomass, you got the geothermal, and all the things we are going, including the nuclear. Fine. Okay. So here we'll concentrate only on the biomass. And next, why? The farmers and the foresters for the better manage. Yes. So the foresters, see, look at that. When you go for the forest, so, okay, the thick desert, you can see a lot of leaves which is lying on the road, or maybe on the path, or maybe near to all those bushes and other places. That is the leaves, because every seasonal during maybe December or sometime to uh, ending of November, before starts the January, most of the trees are going to fall down, isn't it? So the seasonal effect. Then after some time again, new leaves are going to come. So whatever that letters is dumping on the ground, so it will be just like that only. No one can going to take it out. So if this foresters is going to get clean all those things and collect it and preserve in the one place, so that will be the good. We can use it as a resource, a biomass resource. Okay, we can use it for the power generation. Similarly, for the farmers, so farmers, they will be using so many crops. Okay, energy crop they are going to use, and pulses they are going to make it up, and many things. So once the crop is over, so sometimes it is no use. So simply just they will dump it up. Okay, so if you are able to collect it and preserve in some particular place, okay, then we can use that as a biomass resource. Okay, we can use it up straight away. For here, what happened? We required people to collect such kind of residues from the forest and even from the foresters places by giving money to them. Then what happened? So you need a few guys, right? So that the reason means we can take the local people and you can create the job opportunities for them, so that they will be collecting. Okay, so biomass can be used continuously without any particular problem, but whereas the solar and wind are intermittent. Okay, right. So you can see here a few of the crop. This is nothing but the jawar crop. I think mostly you people might be knows. So this will be, we are going to leaves, right? Just like that. It is a waste only. Okay, you can't use for any other purpose. This. Even sometime if we are using the cattle, and sometime it is going to take it as his own food or not. That is not there, right? Because again, when the next season starts, again you have to take out all this and make it the ready. Then again prepare for the next crop. Okay, so these all things, let us say, is the waste. So we need people to collect it all and can be preserved. So this entire thing can be used as biomass resource. Then here again, so we will take all these particular seed, the flour we can take, and the seeds we will be collected and extracting the oils, right? Whatever we required it, and the rest of thing will be treating it as the waste. So that also can be used. You can see, and this is the cotton. right? So once the cotton is over completely, so just we will be living like this. So anyone can tell, and after this, what they are going to do once this crop is over? Any participant? This is the cotton. What normally they are going to do? Any farmer? Please do respond. Anyone?
So these will send to cotton mills.
No. This one, not cotton. Cotton will take into the cotton mill.
So these
Stems and all.
this stump part they will fire. So they will fire after the.
Correct.
Yeah.
That is true, right? So
they will
like
fire.
even these also, they are going to fire it. Okay, once it is over. Okay, thank you for your response. Right. So the next one you can see, this is nothing but a tur. Okay, dal. Okay, tur. So once it is over, again this also will be similar manner. We have to get it the clean and be prepared for the seasonal again to restart this particular crop. Okay. So I think you know this maize, right, or maybe the corn. It is also similarly the same thing. So this corn you are going to take it out. Okay, this all the grains you are going to separate, and you will be using what purpose you want it. But the inside, the corn, okay, without these grains, what we are going to do again, you will be just dumping. Okay, and this one is like it is gets affected by the virus. The crop name is nothing but coconut. Sorry, what do you call a groundnut? I'm sorry. So groundnut crop it is. This is badly affected with the virus. So that's it. What we are going to do again, you are going to just burn entire thing. Okay, otherwise that is going to spread in other places. So you'll use all the hit and trials method. We'll be taking fertilizers and mostly things, but assuming that if that is not get is worked, then immediately we are going to fire. That is happening. So look at this now example. So they are firing entire the field, but look at over here how much smoke, okay, how much pollutant which is adding to environment. Okay, but here what we need, we can collect all this. Look at this one more picture, see it, everywhere is the smoke. Okay, so it have the carbon dioxide, it have even the carbon monoxide, it consists of even the hydrogen, it will be there inside of this. Okay, even a part of the nitrogen also will be presented. So if somebody is nearby here, let us say stay about maybe half an hour or maybe 1 hour in that particular place, so it is very difficult for even a health point of view. If somebody is breathing carbon monoxide, okay, because we in body we having even oxygen. So when you breathe carbon monoxide, so in your blood whatever oxygen is present, that will be taking into the reaction, then you will be having oxygen deficiency, then we will go into even coma. And if you're not going to attain it, not taking to the immediate to the hospitals and all the places, so maybe even the life also will go. Okay, so here what I'm going to suggest or request to the everyone. So after harvest crops, residues must not be burned. Okay, all this should not be burned. So we can collect all these materials and we can preserve it, and we can use that as a resource, biomass, in order to generate energy. Whatever you have seen things, okay, all we can use without any problem. Okay, So this is like, I think you know that tree of a trunk. Okay, just only a purpose. I'm not going to tell anything over here. The botany, just all these things, right? This is called the pith, and these all circles you can able to see is nothing but the growing of the ring, and each ring from ring one to ring, it will take about the year. Okay, if it is like a hot country, so this will be 1 year. Okay, then there will be a hardwood, and there is a softwood, and cumbum, and the inner bark, and then there will be an outer bark. So here I've given, okay, mostly I mentioned over here. So you can able to see this pith, whatever this pith inside, right? It's nothing but very, very soft, and it will like in a sponge kind of the things, it will be there. Okay. Yeah. So this is the biomass component in this particular bark. So okay, instead of going for all these things, so depending on our biomass point of view, just I am moving to in this particular structure. So biomass is the solid, right? From the solid we can generate the gas, or we can go for even the liquid. Okay, so this gas you can go for the power generation, or you can go for even the cooking of it. And the liquids, yes, we can use these liquids as the biodiesel, or you can use for any other oil purposes. Yeah, so here you can see now, this is the plant entire the cell. I've given into the colors like red color, then there is a green color, and there is a blue color. So each will be having their own chemical structure. Okay, you can able to see here. Okay, I mentioned is this green structure is called the cellulose, and this red things is called the lignin, and the blue color is called hemicellulose structure. This is hemicellulose structure. You can see. So this lignin, the percentage in this particular wood, it will be around 15 to 25%. Okay. So here the complex of the organic structure is a very high energy content, and the structure is hard. The structure is very hard. This red one, the red one is, you call it as the bark, right? In the previous time you've seen the outer bark and inner bark, and that is very, very hard. So it having high energy, and that is very difficult to decompose. So it will take the long time to get decomposed. Yeah. And the second one, the blue, you can able to see it is there a little bit of in the inside. It is called hemicellulose, and the percentage where the semicellulose is the 23 to 32%, and it is a polymer of 5 to 6 carbon sugar. Then it is easy to decompose. So all these blue things, whatever it is there, it is going to easily decompose. Then next one is the third one is the cellulose, the green color, and it will be vary from 38 to 50%. Okay, and it's a polymer of glucose again. It's a very good biochemical feedstock, and this is very soft in nature, so it's also easy to decompose. The only thing you will face the problem with lignin. For decompose, it will take little longer time. Yeah. So a few more things I mentioned over here. Now the slides like strongly discourage the deforestation and go green. See what are the things like this. Okay, so mostly we have seen maybe a few years back, wherever trees are present, and simply they are going to cut. So that leads to what's happened. You can't see even a few miles away a single tree, and that affects on the environment adversely. So we won't get rains. That is another problem. If there is no rain, then it is a difficulty for groundwater level. Okay, so that's the reason. So you should not go for the deforestation. You should not cut any trees. You should not cut any tree. That's the thing. Except maybe with having kind of the virus, which having maybe kind of the things like dead trees. Only those things you can take it out. The rest of these residues we can able to collect by employing a few people. Okay. These are some of the chunks of photograph. Yeah, you can see now. So these are the forest. So we can able to see these kind of leaves, right? It will be there. If you enter into forest at any time, you can see a lot of residues is there on the ground. Okay, so we would have been to collect it. Okay, so this earlier was the complete no trees in this particular soil, and this plantation is happened. Now it become little the greenery. Okay, and it is starting little more better. So in the thick forest you can see like this. So these all things, this dried, okay, whatever it is there, so you can use it as biomass resource. Yeah, so I think you know this all, right? Can anyone say this? What is the name of this tree? Local name? The scientific name is Porosipia julifera. Yes. You will be seeing in many places this. And
కంచిత్రం చెట్టు.
what?
కంచిత్రం. In Telugu.
No.
కంచిత్రం చెట్టు.
No.
This is having, I think, sharp edges also. Just.
Yeah, there are needles are there, and that is very poisonous.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Very poisonous it is. This plants were spreaded in India by British guys. Most of the places. Okay, you will call it as Sarkar Tuma. I don't know in your location.
In Telugu, it will say Kanchitram, sir. Kanchitra Chettu. In Telugu.
I don't know that.
Yeah, okay, sir.
Okay, fine. So this, even if you cut here, again it will grow in very fastly. But this plant stem or maybe other things we cannot use for any furniture purpose or any other things, right? And sometime we will going to take out all this, and you will be using even a procliner to take it out and dump and to make the clean for the cultivation purpose, right? So these kind of things we can utilize the moment you take out this. So you can dry it up and you can take this as a resource for the biomass. Because since in olden days, even still as on today, even the remote places, the people are using these, all these trees, stems, or maybe branches and other things for, let us say, cooking purpose in their houses. So they will be having small chullas maybe in their places, will be made with a mud, and they'll be using for food preparation. That is comes under the direct combustion. Even we can see this if you go to a countryside, maybe remote places, if it is not in the town, in a village. So mostly still the people are using this. So, but this we can use it. So because here what's happening, the moment they'll be using for food preparation into their houses, so there is a lot of carbon monoxide which is going to come. Sometimes they are going to even breathe that. Okay, so that ways to stop. So you can see, right? So this is called the subabul trees. I think mostly and the stem is going to move like in a bigger and very longer also. And this is the kind of leaves you can able to see, and you can have their own crop, you can see. Okay, but this particular leaves having high content of proteins. So this will be using even in the manufacturing of biscuits. Okay, not only for feeding to cow, buffalo, and other things, goats and some things, and it having high percentage of protein content, and this can be mostly the biscuit factory people also going to use it. But whereas these seeds have a little bit of the poisonous, so it's not advised to swallow or eat it. Okay, that will be used for another purpose. And whereas this what's happening, normally they will cut after some times, right? So the stem, and we will see wherever the construction is happening, right? Even in the cities, in the other places. So still they are going to use this particular stem, dried stem, right, for the supporting for constructing of the entire building. So okay, after some time, again they take the new and just they are going to dump just like that. They are not going to reuse it. It may be using for maybe a 10 times or like that, and after that it won't be work out because it will not having that much strength. So they will treat it as it is waste. So right. So those things, those waste also, we can use it as a resource for biomass. Yeah. So it has a zero effect. Okay, this biomass having zero impact on the greenhouse effect. Okay, the solid biomass processing facility may also generate the process heat and electric power. So you can see like this. So let us say this is the forest, and let us say we collected the raw material, or it may be forest residues, or the cut of the branches, or maybe dead trees. So that is transported to the factory for the combustion, assuming that this is started something his own manufacturing unit it here, and what it is going to give the product is, let us say there are many things. So let us say example, I am taking it as a carbon dioxide. So this carbon dioxide and mixing with this, even the sunlight, it is going back to the trees. Again, that trees are going to get grow. So it is a cyclic process. That means we are not dumping. We are not dumping. Suppose if you cut a small branch, let us say, and you are igniting it. Okay, the carbon dioxide, let us say it is going out into the environment dumping. So the same amount of carbon dioxide utilizes again for regrow the whatever we cut the branch. Okay, but unlike if it is a coal, so you are taking the coal, let us say, and you are firing it all, okay, using for the combustion, let us say in the power plant, and then again same kind of the CO2 you are emitting towards the environment, but the same CO2 is not going to utilize to form coal. Okay, because the coal formation will be the different. That's the reason we are calling it as it having the zero impact. It's a cyclic process. Okay, so during the conversion process, such as the combustion, biomass releases its energy, often in the form of heat, and the carbon is re-oxidized to carbon dioxide to replace that which was absorbed while the plant was growing. Biomass absorbs carbon dioxide during the growth and emits during the combustion. So therefore, it's a cyclic atmospheric carbon and does not add to the greenhouse effect. So it will not having any kind of harm to the environment. So still you can see another cycle. This is the biomass, let us say, resource, okay, is going to the factory, biomass power plant. Then the CO2 is coming. Again, the CO2 is utilizing all these particular plants. Okay, so from these plants, so we can make even the furniture or whatever we required it. Then while making this furniture, so you will be getting the dust, right? It is called sawdust. So that sawdust we can use as a fuel to the biomass power plant. Then again it is a cyclic process, so it is not going to give any kind of adverse effect. Yeah, so a plant is growing, changing of the climate. Okay, like another one. So yeah, see here. Okay, so here long understanding about the plants, right? So these plants are able to mitigate the forces of the climate, forces of the climate change and by absorbing the carbon dioxide from the air. Okay. So, however, there is a new study is coming to this particular picture is that the role of played by the plants in curbing global warming. So, by showing that, so they also emit gases, and those gases are going to assist formation of cloud, okay, by making atmosphere cooling. So then what's happening? So it is going to absorb, attract all those heavy cloud which having the field, and it is going to downpour in that particular places. So we can able to see during the rain season, the clouds are very thicker in the black, and it is not going to stay in one place. So it is keep on moves. Okay, wherever the climate is attracted by the cloud, and there it is going to start the showering. So if the plantation is made, so it is going to give the better effect for the raining in that particular places. So this is a new study which is discovered. Yeah. So now that is fine. Another story. Now we are going back to biomass transformation technology. What is the biomass transformation technology? So broadly, I have taken the three categories here. One is the direct combustion. Second one is the thermochemical transformation, and third one is biochemical transformation. Do anyone have any kind of doubt till now? Before going to this, the transformation of the technology and how we are going to use the biomass. Okay. Yeah. Okay, fine. So I'm going now. I'm continuing my lecture. So the biomass, one is the direct combustion. What the direct combustion? For example, you are taking a, let us say, wood stick and you are igniting. This is comes under direct combustion. Example, if you go to the villages, places where there is no gas availability, and those people, what they do, they are going to the firewood, they are going to collect from the near places, right? They'll be preserving, and they will be using that same firewood for the preparation of their food. So what they do, they will place all those things in maybe in chullas and other places, and they will be getting igniting, isn't it? So that is nothing but direct combustion. What they are getting there, heat will be getting, and power also you can get it up. Okay, because of that only they can able to prepare the food, heat energy. Okay, heat energy, and that is that heat is transferring to the vessel, from the vessel to the liquid, whatever is there inside into that. Okay, so then it will be generating kind of the steam in order to prepare their food. All those processes comes under is a direct combustion. Okay, and because the light is getting over here, isn't it? The moment you are igniting, you will be getting the light. Yeah, and the second one is thermochemical transformation. Here there are four different things there, the subcategories. Thermochemical transformation, in that one is the gasification. That means directly we want to go for only the gasification. Second one is the thermal cracking. Third one is the direct liquefaction. And fourth one is low temperature gasification. Okay, so gasification, for like we can have it as a fuel gas, or you can have it as a synthetic gas. Okay, we can use end user whatever we want it out. Then second is the thermal cracking. So this thermal cracking is using for the liquid fuel apart of the synthetic gas. So synthetic gas also will be using for the liquid fuel. We can generate the liquid fuel. Even the thermal crack also we can go for the liquid fuel, and direct liquefaction also we can go for it. This is the end product. And if it is low temperature gasification, then we can able to generate the hydrogen and methane. If you are selected, the process is chemical transformation, heat and chemistry. Okay, Then third category is biochemical transformation. Here is anaerobic digestion, then aerobic pyrolysis, and fermentation. So anaerobic digestion, what it is going to generate? Methane is going to generate. And aerobic pyrolysis, you are going to get as a compost, okay? And whereas the fermentation, again, it will be give ethanol. So these are the end effects. So what is your aim and what exactly you require by collecting the biomass? So based on your targeted things and select which process you require to, okay? Then so that you can able to achieve your end result. Yeah, this is what just I said, like in a villages, we can able to see in a direct combustion, it will be like this, right? These all things comes under that. So you are getting the heat and as well as light also is getting that I'm expressing in terms of the power. Okay, you can able to see. This is the chula made with the mud. So we can have even the biodiesel. You can able to make it up. So let us say, for example, from the sun, let us say photosynthesis is going to happen, and then what happened? This is the oil sunflower example for understanding, and collecting the seeds. Okay, from the one crop example I've taken how to make the biodiesel. So the seeds will be collecting, then it will be extracting the crude vegetable oil from the seeds, then going for the refining. That means you will be heating it up with different temperatures in order to get the refined vegetable oil by adding little bit of chemicals over there. Okay, refining, then you will be getting refined vegetable oil. So there what's happening, if you're adding a little alcohol, so here you will be getting glycerol. Okay, that is normally used for the food industries and maybe cosmetic industries. The moment you add the alcohol, yes, you can go for even making of uh, glycerol. Okay, or you can go for the biodiesel, so you can have it. So once the biodiesel is made, so you can have maybe the vehicle, biodiesel vehicle, the vehicle which is running on the diesel. So with a little thing about the heat point of view, because the density of diesel and compared to biodiesel, so little lighter. Okay, whereas the biodiesel density is little higher. So that need to be brought it down while using it when it is coming the original. Okay, so we can use all the vehicles to run with biodiesels. So the biofuel is the representation is we can able to something have mentioned it. So the fuel that is obtained for this particular process, either in controlled laboratory conditions, okay, or maybe in the biomass plants, so that we can able to get this biofuel, whatever thing biofuel you require it up, we can able to make. So the biomass plants usually produce renewable biofuels through a process known as contemporary carbon fixation. So unlike natural carbon fixation, which involve 1,000 possible millennia, today's method speed up biological process. Okay, so unlike fossil fuels, which release the carbon back into the atmosphere, most biofuels are completely eco-friendly and do not increase carbon emissions. So an important fact to note is that not all biofuels have zero emission. Okay, the biofuels created as a biomass energy, there may be have two different types over here. One is first generation biofuels and the second one is second generation biofuel. What the first generation biofuels is, so the resources of the biomass, like example is corn starch or sugar corn residues. Okay, sugar cane, I think we will see when you go onto the road, maybe in the city or towns or even the somewhere. So there is a vendor will be there, right? So he will be ready for extract the juice from sugar cane by putting into the rollers. Okay. Yeah, so it will be compressed into that roller, so the juice will be coming out, and after that what happened, just they are going to dump it, so that we are treating it as residues. Okay, so in the first generation fuels, the biofuels are created as a result of the formation of sugar in these residues, right? The resulting fuels are what we are going to get with this sugar cane or the cotton starch is alcohol based we're going to get, and can be used to make electricity directly or can be added to the gasoline also. Example, the first generation bio fuels are nothing but the biodiesel and bioethanol. Those two will be comes under first generation biofuel, and the second generation biofuel here normally comes under the bioethanol. So what happened here in the second generation biofuel, the biomass featuring mainly agricultural residues, municipal wastes, the process to create second generation biofuels. Okay, so that is the trick. Here what happened? Ligninocellulose. I've shown in the structure lignin, cellulose, and hemicellulose in the chemistry or components of the biomass structure. So those ingredients, so those are in the common in the creation of biomass energy. Okay, so the sugar monometers of the polymers in a plant is a dry matter used to create bioethanol. This is called second generation of the biofuel. But whereas in the first case, you can call it, you can have the biodiesel and bioethanol. But in the second case is bioethanol will be getting. So this now the reactor, biomass reactor, what I've used for the power generation in my laboratory, a small setup. Okay, so I think I hope you are able to see this particular one is a reactor. This is called a downdraft gasifier, or okay, other name. Why I'm using the word is the downdraft is. So here is the feedstock. That means the wood, for example, the suba wool, you can have it, right? It's a big stem that the dried and that is not using anything. So we can collect that log and cut into pieces, okay, small pieces, and those pieces can be feed from here and it will be reached at this bottom place, then it will still moving over here. Where is this here? Yes, I'm taking the pan, let us say. Yes, okay. So from here, the fuel is feeding. Okay, it will be reaching over here. Let us say this one. Okay, this is another one. This is the one more example. Okay, it'll be like this. It'll be even like this. So it is forming in this particular way. So from here, the air will be supplying. This is atmospheric air. So you have a small blower. It is extracting it, okay, and sending. So initially what happened, this air will not be supplied. The air will not be supplied because the moment you are open this lid and filling this biomass. Let us say, for example, the wood example I am telling. Okay, this is your wood log, assuming it this much. So we cannot fill it like this straight away. Then what we will do? We will cut into the 4 pieces. Okay, maybe example 4 centimeter length. 4 centimeter length. We will cut it, and all this particular pieces we will be dumping. Okay, that's nothing but the feeding here. Okay, so by the time even this air also will be enters inside. Okay, next what we are going to do it, we will be having a firing port. Okay, here not shown. So this is the firing port. So just from externally we will send the fire, okay, to start at this particular place. So it will going to catch maybe any one particular this wood tissue, and slowly it will start the ignite. But what's happening? Once this fire saver, then we can able to see from here whether it is in the red dot or whether it is in seasoned manner. Okay, so once it is started slowly into the red darkness. So because you already closed this, the moment feeding is completed, again your gets locked. So whatever oxygen present inside, that may not be sufficient in order to take the combustion. Okay, then what we require, we need to supply air from the atmosphere. Okay, for that we have a small blower and you will be sending. But how much air is required? Okay, there we will use term called stoichiometry, right? So how much oxygen is required in order to take the combustion, only you need to send that much air. That is called the controlled combustion. So here we will be having a wall, and then we will be sending it the required amount, and slowly we will be see, and we will fix a wall position at one point. Okay, then what happened? It slowly start igniting all, and we need to see is that it should not get any flame inside. Flame should not come. Only red hotness. If the flame will be there, what's happening? Immediately the gas generates, and if the flame will be there, that flame is going to catch the gas, so it will release the energy. So that means then and there itself, it is immediately is releasing that energy into the form of combustible, or maybe in the form of emission that we don't require in this reactor. So only no fire, only red darkness. So then the red darkness, what happens? Slowly it is take from the outer shell and entering into the inside. Okay, so this inside what I said, it having cellulose and hemicellulose, that is a little in the softer in the nature. The moment heat will become, and slowly it will be kind of the melting, and it will going to form and release the gas. So slowly then what happened? The density will be reducing of this particular shell, and the temperature increases. So after some time that will be crushed, and it will be deposited at the ground as a hash. Okay, so that's the reason we are calling it as a reduction zone, and this zone we are calling it as a combustion zone. Okay, so this we are calling it as the pyrolysis zone, and this is called dry zone. So what happened? This hot gas is going here. So this every wood, whatever we are placing inside, it having content of water water content. That is nothing but the moisture. So moisture percentage will be there. Suppose the 100% moisture, it's very difficult. Okay, that's the reason we are going to dry it up. At least 13 to 15% will be allowable for the combustion. If any wood you want use, so you can see 13 to 15% of the dried, then you will be getting that. Even that 15%, whatever is the present, that also during the combustion, it will go out as a steam, but it will add into the advantage for the combustion also. Okay. Okay, so it will be dried and it will be taken out to that. So once it is dried, and quickly it is going to gas formation is going to occur. What happened? The gas will not go out because we are closed over here. So the gas will comes from the bottom. So the gas will come from the bottom here. Okay, this is the ash, and it will go like this. It will go out. This is called biomass gas. Even it will be there. It is a circular. Okay, whatever is there here, it will be go, but in surrounding again, it will goes over here, part of this. So if I make this a top view, this is outer cylinder. This is inside the reactor. Okay, it will be there. This is outlet where the gas is going to comes out. It will be like this. You are calling it as a reactor inside. I hope you understood this. So here, whatever the gas is coming about, this we will call it as raw gas, because it consists of even these hash particles. Because it is now the density is very less, so easily it is going to float, and the temperature goes the very higher. Okay, we got even 900 and plus degrees centigrade. Okay, so even the tar also going to move. Okay, if you take a wet stick and you try to ignite, okay, then you can see once it catches the flame, so backside of the flame you can see kind of the gum formation. That's nothing but a tar. Okay, yeah, so that is, you are very careful, need to be filtering all those things before utilizing. So I hope you understood this, how the reactor is going to work out. Right. So drying is what happened. This is the heat, nothing but moisture is going to take out. The pyrolysis, what happened? The charcoal, oil, and gas are going to take in place. In a gasification, there's nothing but the fuel gas is going to generate the biomass plus limited oxygen that you are calling as stoichiometry. So in a combustion, what happened? Hot combustible products which we are going to get, like CO, hydrogen, and like. So what is the application of this biomass gas? So you can generate the electricity in the rural areas. Okay, you can set up even a small power plant over there with a turbine, and this gas you can send it to the turbine so that it will generate the power, so that for the local people. Or maybe you can have a high end of engine, IC engine. Yes, that also we can able to run, which is need to couple some kind of the generator of the particular capacity. Then we can supply it. And the diesel engine can be operated on the dual mode also. So initially for the starting time, we can have a diesel. Then once it is started, diesel of the engine cylinder, once it is working, so you can cut off the diesel and send to this biomass gas. So without any problem, it is going to work. Then we can use for the thermal application, and we can have even the biomass processing like a drying and all that purpose. Then also we can have heat recovery, because a lot of heat also is going to get waste in this particular fashion, and that heat also we can collect it and can be used it. So biomass gasification, whatever I said, I think it will be there on the same. So biomass gasification means incomplete combustion of the biomass in the reactor, resulting in production of the combustible gases like carbon monoxide, hydrogen, and trace of the methane. Okay, and it products like a tar and dust also will be present, but the carbon monoxide and hydrogen and methane are combustible products. So essentially, gasification can replace the role of the petroleum products for the power generation. So the process can also be utilized to produce the chemicals for the various applications with a lower carbon of the environment of GHG. So the gasification, a process by which converting the biomass into thermal energy, has a lower emissions and compared to other solid fuel like combustion technologies. So the carbon which is stored in the biomass material as it grow is already part of the atmosphere. So biomass energy does not add new carbon for the active carbon cycle. So whereas fossil fuels will be remove the carbon from the geological storage and just adding into the environment. Okay, so here like this, a few chemical reactions you can see in the drying. I said in the dry zone, what happened? The water content will be taken out in the form of a steam, and in a pyrolysis, this is the equation. The tar and methane is going to start, and a combustion. Yeah, these are the chemical equation is going to take place, like a CO and hydrogen will be coming. Then in the reduction zone also hydrogen and CO also will be there. So this is essentially a small chemical reaction, how looks like into the reactor. Okay, you call it as endothermic reactions and exothermic reaction. So some need the heat and some will be produce the heat. Yeah, this is the one how example. Okay, this is the temperature in degrees centigrade, and it is in a time slot. Okay, it will be going to like this. So here the vapor surface, we know that, right? After 100 degrees centigrade, the water, whatever water will be there, so it is going to start the evaporation. That we are making it as the vaporization of the surface water of the wood tissue. This is from wood. Okay, from up to 100 plus close to 200 degrees centigrade. So the hemicellulose is going to start decompose and release the whatever the combined water inside, that is going to happen it. Then 200 to moving towards the 300, then the thermal decomposition is going to happen it, and gas is going to release. So we got a gas generation around 330 degrees centigrade. Then ignition, yes, it is going to happen very rapidly when it is crosses the 300 degrees centigrade. Then it goes 400 and above. So the combustion with the smoke is going to come. So yeah. Then at least the 500 and above, then the surface combustion, and it is going to start gas. So it is going to stop the gas releasing and tar formation. But I said, right, the lignin is the hard component. It is very difficult to decompose. So when the temperature goes, it's not exactly all when a 500, okay, because the whatever we did, it took around 700 to 900 degrees centigrade to decompose those wood tissues. It will be very depending on species. Okay, it will be not same for each and every wood tissue of okay, for one kind of tree, one family kind of the trees having one kind of thing, another family kind of trees will be having another kind of decompose temperatures. Okay, not decompose, I'm sorry, surface combustion temperature, it will be vary, it will be not the same. So it will for in my case it take around 1 hour time for even combustion to take place for the outer surfaces. It is just like a skeleton. The lignin, nothing but a skeleton like a human body. So these are the typical volumetric compositions of the biomass gas, like carbon monoxide, hydrogen, methane, carbon dioxide, and nitrogen. Okay, so carbon monoxide, the percentage will vary close to 20 to 22, sometime even 18 also will be there, and 16 also is going to find depending on the wood tissues. And hydrogen also 16 to 19 or maybe 15 to 20 will be coming. And methane, not exactly 3 to 4, okay, as a standard we are consider it, but sometime it will be having even 0.01 or sometime it will be 2 to 2.5, okay, methane percentage. Then carbon dioxide, yes, so it will be 10 to 15, it will come. Then nitrogen, it is more than 50%. So the thing is, the nitrogen occupies more than 50% in any wood tissues. This nitrogen will not going to take any kind of the reaction. The way go in and it is going to come out. So somebody, if you are interested, so you can work out in that. So to separate this nitrogen, okay, making liquid nitrogen for another purpose. Plus tar and particulates also materials is going to come. Yeah, this is my power plant. This is my reactor. Okay, you can able to see this is a structure of it, the line diagram, and this is a feeding of the fuel inside from the top. And okay, so this is a blower for supplying for the air circulation inside with a controlled manner. There are a lot of valves will be there over here, and there's all the more thermocouples and pressure couple we have placed it, and we could able to record with this. Okay, and this is a flare. Whatever the gas which is coming out, so we need to test okay, what kind of flame we are getting before allowing into the IC engine or gas turbine. Okay, so the raw gas which is coming into this cooler, because it having a temperature is sometimes is 900 degrees centigrade, so it need to be brought down back to the atmospheric temperature, because this raw gas also will be having tar also there in the form of a steam. Okay, so when the water is sprinkling over there, so slowly it is going to form. The tar is going to get formed, and the tar density is very high than a gas, so the tar will be deposited at the bottom side. And but still we cannot able to eliminate 100% of the tar and the dust particles, even hash particles which are floating through gas. Then we have another scrubbers, centrifugal scrubbers we will be using and supplying into the water also. So during the centrifugal force and with the water mixation, all those are going to, these particles are going to absorb the water, then it becomes the bulky and heavy in the density, and that will be deposited. Only the gas will be there. Then you can have maybe even a cyclone. Also same thing as kind of the principle like the this spiral kind of thing like in the centrifugal. Then we have another filters with the different types of the filter with a different type micron of meshes we'll be using. Then finally a storage tank. So the gas, whatever is stored in the storage tank, which having very pure, not having any kind of the impurities. So straight away we can send to the engine. So, but the thing is, we will test always the kind of the flame, how it look like. Suppose if it is a gas turbine, the flame color should be like a golden yellow, okay, not like unlike a blue what you are able to see the moment you use the match stick, okay, or maybe any stick if you take into the fire, okay, waiting some time to catch the fire, then you can see the outer surface of the flame is in the blue color because that is cooling by atmospheric air. Okay, it should not be like that. Okay, so the gas cleaning means is the separating all the impurities before utilizing to avoid the erosion, corrosion, okay, deposits in the plant components. Then upstream of the gasifier, the impurities are condensable like a hydrocarbon. This is nothing but a tar. We will call it as. Then dust and ash, that's called it as the particles, and the nitrogen compounds NH3 and HCN and sulfur compound, but all trees will not have the sulfur content, and few trees, if you see any particular tree while moving on the road onto the desert, or sometimes you can see yellow shade, okay, on the stem. So in that place, that's because of sulfur. Okay, then halogen components also will be there, and heavy metal components also we can find in some of the metals. So all these things need to be filtered. Okay, so this is my actual picture of the cooler. Okay, this is a cooler, and side here I think you can see centrifugal scrubbers, and these are the fine filters, and the final one, this is nothing but the storage tank, I'll say like a cylinder, and all these are sealed with the water at the bottom side. So this is the Kirloskar engine we were using, and which is coupled with the 5 kilowatt generator. Okay, so it's able to generate the 5 kilowatt power to us. Okay. Then is the type of reactors like this. Okay, This is called a downdraft, what I've explained. This is called a updraft, and this is called the crossdraft. So here, the principle is same. Okay, drying zone, pyrolysis, reduction, and the combustion. It is reverse. These are into the reverse of it. Okay, here you will be getting the dry pyrolysis, fine, but here is combustion then reduction. These two will be interchanging. But the disadvantage of this is the feedstock will be coming like this. Okay, and the gas is the air circulation is taking place in this particular farm, and here the combustion is taking. Then what happened? Because of this reduction and the pyrolysis, the tar formation is going to take place. So the tar is going to comes down and it will be going to get choked. Why? Because the gas is moving out like this. Okay, fuel is here and gas also from top. Then we will call it as abrupt. So there is a chances of getting more and more tar formation at the bottom side. That may be clogged. Here you won't get like that. Then this is called cross draft. So everything will be at the center point itself. So air circulation and gas is moving out and the combustion, everything at the center point. Cross draft, that is called. Yeah. So this is the background. Okay. So the process of production of the gasification method has been used for more than 180 years. Okay. So early time, the coal and peat were be used for the power the plants. So initially it is developed to produce the town gas. Okay, like that's called coal gas for the lightening of the cooking into 1800. Okay, charcoal. I think you know the word. So this was replaced by the electricity and the natural gas. So once this will be discovered, so slowly it is stopped to using, and most of things we are habituated for the petroleum product. Okay, and this also is used in the blast furnace, but it is in a bigger role was played in the production of synthetic chemicals, and it has been uses since 1920. During the World War II, the need for the fuel produced by the gasification is re-emerged due to the shortage of petroleum and the wood gas generator, so called gasogen or gagogen, we'll call that word. So were used to power the motor vehicles, mostly in the Europe in 1945. So most of the vehicle used to operate by using biomass gas. Okay, like trucks and buses and agricultural machineries and all those things. Okay, so that was estimated. Where it's close to 900 and 90,000 vehicles, 90,000 of 1,000 vehicles running on the producer gas over the world during World War period. Yeah, so this is the classification of the biomass. See here, the biomass resources like that maybe we can make into two different categories: untrapped natural resources and the plant product resources. I hope Dr. Siddhareddy, can I take another 10 minutes time?
Yeah, sir, please.
Yeah. Just I can take in exactly in 10 minutes. I will try to conclude. So biomass resources like untrapped natural resources. Here what happened, you will be getting agricultural and livestock, forestry and the fishery crops, and like other waste groups. So what will come in agricultural, all this we know this, right? Rice husk and rice straw, wheat straw, and the vegetable residues and etc. Then the livestock like animal waste. Then the forestry, right? Forest residues and thinned wood, processed waste and sawdust, we can use it up. Then fisheries, okay? The processing of the waste and like a dead fishes also we can use as biomass resources. And other waste is nothing but like industries and you can have household garbage also we can have it. Then the plantation in the productions group like a continental area and water areas also we can use as a resource. Yeah, so in India is a large amount of the biomass. There is a high biomass potential in India, like this. You can see agro potential and livestock, fruits, vegetable, and industrial. Okay, I've taken from MNRE of this particular data. You can see a little more higher also even. That is the potential. So you can see the formation, or maybe look like how you can able to see the biomass resources. Just a few photographs. Okay, I think everyone knows this rice. So inside one we will be taking as a food, and the outer shell just you can use for different purpose, but we can use it as a resource. Similarly, corn waste also, palm waste, tur dal I've shown I think, then soya stable, then the sugar cane, okay, and citrus pellets and the cotton, sunflower, wheat straw, corn straw we can use, vegetable residues every day in your houses, right? So you just think of how much vegetables are wasting, okay? Then the bagasse, yeah, so coconut shell. From coconut shells, okay, because you will be breaking that coconut and taking the inside one for purpose, but the shell generally you will be throwing it out. So that shells can be collected. It can be made like this kind of the briquettes. Okay, once we make the briquettes, so we can use as the biomass fuel in order to generate the gas. Similarly, groundnut also. Okay, once the seeds you are taken out, the shell, sorry. So the shells we can make as a briquettes. So again, that briquettes can be used. Here you may get even a dog. So can't I use directly groundnut? Okay. So if you are using, what's happening, the amount of gas which is not going to release, because I think you know the shape of the peanut shell is a very in the thinner. Okay. The moment you ignite, so within no time, it is going to make the combustion and release the gas, and that gas also will be utilized immediately for burning then and there itself. Okay, so that's the reason here require the bulk density. Bulk density is the most important for the resources. So in order to improve the bulk density and also the bridging gap, okay, the moment we are feeding inside the reactor, so it should not be even in the light. So okay, we need to have a kind of the thing, so there should have some kind of a gap so that the air circulation is going to take place. So that will help very in a faster rate of generating of gas. Like it add to the even the heat. Bridge gap is very much important. Okay, this some more sawdust. I think we know in the saw industries for where the furniture is going to done. Then the wooden chunks or wooden chips you can able to see in another places. Okay, so we can make like kind of the briquettes by using sawdust. Okay, it will be a cross section. These are the some of the things here. So you can see this one of the jawar straw we are using in order to make the pellets in the machine. Okay, see these are the pellets. Just you throw it up and then you will be getting the pellets. So these pellets can be used. I think you can see now the pellets are in my hand. Did that in China. Okay, when I was in China. Okay, briquettes. This is the reactor. Feed. To same this now, you can see agriculture and urban waste and the forest waste can be used for the power generation. So this some of the bulk density what I said just now. This bulk density is very much important. So if you want pick any particular, whether it's the forest residues or any other things, any dead wood or kind of the furniture waste, all those things. So at least it should have minimum 250 kgs per cubic meter bulk density is required so that you can get good amount of gas. Okay, it's a property of the powder and granules. And this bulk density is nothing but, okay. So it's a mass of many particles of the material divided by the total volume. So okay, so this point we have to keep in mind. Okay, here is mentioned like sawdust to let us say you can have a coal also will be mentioned. Coal will be having very high, and sawdust is 177, but the required is 250. Then what happened? You can make it up the brackets in order to input. So this is in a various potential states in India. Okay, will be there. This site is there either in MNRE. So you can see here something now. So the total capacity in Andhra Pradesh, okay, we're having like this, and Telangana is something, and Odisha is like this. So you can have the higher one over here in Maharashtra, 2,499 of total capacity in megawatt. It is there. Still. So the government is planned to set up by 2022 for 10 gigawatt. 10 gigawatt power plant need to be generated by using the biomass. That is the targeted value by 2022. So this is a biogas plant in a big market rate by 22-25. You can see high, medium, and low growth at it. Okay. Yeah. So what is the summary is here? The few points you can maybe carry over when interested. So understanding the gasification process with the total fuel. Whatever the local available materials, try to use only that as a fuel for the power generation at the remote places. So I think for the remote places, the resources is plenty, is available. You can set up the plant, then and there itself can supply it. Even if they were using like a direct combustion, what can do? We can set up the plant and generate the gas, so that gas can be stored in one particular container, the big container. Okay, from there we can have a connection to each and every house, so then can fix like an electricity meter for this gas. Also can be fix a meter in their houses, so that they will get continuous of the gas supply, so they don't require to take any LPG. Okay, the price also will be coming, and few people, local people can be higher, and they can be trained, and so that they will be operating. Okay. Yeah, so it was expressed that the industries using biomass fuel established on the optimum operational parameters using these gasifier, and study the various parametric sensitivities on the biomass fuel, such as effect of fuel processing versus preheating of the air, and effect of the surface moisture of the biomass. So both the calorific value is loading parameter. So here the calorific value is not that much. It's very, very less for this biomass. Okay. Yeah, very, very, very small. And the gasification technologies offer the high potential. So as they can produce the energy and chemical vectors from the variety of the biomass materials. These vectors can be used in numerous applications directly or after further processing. So upgrading can be used either in the gaseous state or maybe into liquid status. We can use depending on the application. But here thing is not necessary to have only one kind of tissues to be used in every time. So we can mix it up. You can mix even coconut and as well as the groundnut shell. We can mix it up, and you can prepare the briquettes, and you can go for firing, or you can find even the calorific value by using the BAM calorimeter Okay, so you can make even the variation of the percentage in order to increase. Okay, 0 to 100 you can vary. That you can mix even the different 1, 2, or 3 different type of biomass fuels can be mix it up in order to make the a better fuel, good calorific value and better. We have to see here that methane percentage to be increased. Okay, for which combination will be getting more. That is our big research even can do, even your PhDs and all. And the area with the present dilemma for the gasification community is, since the gas turbine manufacturers do not wish to develop more robust engine, this is a problem, okay, that could operate with some contamination in the biomass gas, as the market is still considering very small. So the main task falls on the gasification industry to deliver clean gas to combustion chamber of the gas turbine. Okay, so because I think the gas turbine will not be going to work because it's very small in the compact. So compressor, combustion chamber, and turbine all together very tiny. So much complications will be there. If any impurities will be entering inside, then it will be difficult. So gas turbine people have to think of it. Even a small impurity is there to work out. And it need to be developed. If the briquette machines is there, so that we have to make it up like automatic generation. Manual is there, but automatic. Even cutting also. We said, right? You have a big log, so you need to cut into some particular sizes. So you can make even that into automation completely. Only just once feed it the bunch, and you will be getting as output with one button. Yeah. So I think I did my presentation. Yeah. So if any there, 1 or 2 questions, if anyone, I'm happy. Already I crossed it for 25 minutes. Or else post those questions to Dr. Siddha Reddy sir, so that sir will be sent to me. So I'm stopping now. Shall I?
Yeah, sir.
Sir.
Nobody is
Yes.
asking the questions.
No problem. No problem. No problem.
Okay, sir. Thank you
Yes,
very
sir.
much for sparing your valuable time for us to deliver the lecture. So, on behalf of RGM set and on my personal, my wholehearted thanks to you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir,
Thank you, sir.
for calling me the second time.
So, we have a wonderful session.
Yeah, right. So I think I hope
Participants are fully satisfied.
I exceeded the time.
Yeah.
The time limit.
Though there are a fixed number of participants and they are fully satisfied.
Okay. Thank you.
Giving a good feedback on you.
Thank you. So please carry this, and you can share with all your students, and whoever is interested in the yet to pursue or their PhDs, even you can choose even this particular area. It is only my suggestion. You can work in that field, even thermal or heat transfer area, fluid mechanics area, energy area. Okay, all related to again this biomass power plants. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. So thank you again giving me this wonderful opportunity for again to interact with you and your management, then also the participants. The firstly, participants is very much important for us. So thank you, sir, for the second time calling for this. Thank you,
sir. Welcome.
Thank you, sir. Okay, right. So I'm signing off, sir.
Yeah, yes. So participants, this is the 5th day's sessions. So tomorrow, so we'll have the session by Chandramohan. He is going to deliver a talk, CFD and its applications of few solar energy systems. So he is from NIT Warangal. So afternoon session by Sweta Maheshwari Jaju. She is from industry. So all of you join by tomorrow at 10:30 a.m.